The three most common mistakes in Iron to Gold. Number 1. Skipping too many camps. Every camp is worth about one wave. The same way your laners need to farm their waves, junglers must farm their camps. By skipping all of your camps and trying to make plays, you put yourself in riskier positions, and what this means is you're not farming, you're putting yourself in risky positions, and if you die, you now have a lot of camps not cleared, and now you're dead, so it takes even longer to clear your camps. Eventually, you're going to need to clear your camps. That's an essential of playing jungle. The same way as it's an essential for playing lane, you need to clear waves. It's safer to just clear your camps first and then make a play. This is a very common theme in lower elos. What happens is people see a fight and then they run to it. They're in the middle of a camp, they have 5 camps up, they have 4 camps up, and they run to a fight. You must value camps because it is worth about one wave. On top of that, every 3 camps is worth one kill, but it's worth more than a kill because not only do you get the same amount of gold, but you get more EXP. Number 2, focusing champs instead of objectives. As a jungler, it is pretty much your job to focus objectives and ping your teammates, try to get their attention, and try to focus the dragons, heralds, barons, and turrets in the game. Your plans as a jungler need to revolve around these objectives, not the enemy champions. These objectives stay the same throughout the entirety of the time you play League of Legends. They haven't been changed in a long time. The champions you play against, every game they will change. Whenever you see a very low HP target, maybe more than one low HP target, you normally you see people chasing for these kills. It's never worth it when there's an objective to take. It's risky, and many people when they go for these kills and they chase, they end up dying one for one, and then you don't get the objective afterwards. Objectives give you the security in the game, so even if you throw a fight, even if you throw 2 team fights, you're just going to be in a better situation because dragons, for example, are worth 1.5k gold. As the game goes on, it's worth even more gold because they give you stats based on, the current stats you have already. It gives you percent stats. Pretty much, you must focus objectives and plan around objectives. It is the easiest way to play jungle, and no one else but you, as the jungler, is going to be focused on this. Number 3, and our last thing, the game does not end off one mistake. This is probably the most important thing. Your mental, your emotions, they are just as valuable as your gameplay. If you cannot control yourself and you type and you ping and you get really upset, you're not going to have a good time while playing. What's going to happen is you won't be able to improve, you won't be able to learn, and you won't be able to play the game at your best. And that's what you want. You want to be able to play the game at your best. For example, whenever someone loses one camp, whenever someone loses a team fight, or they get a dragon or baron or herald stolen, they think the game is over. They have, mental block. They tilt after that. Especially when the enemy jungler invades them or, a teammate takes a camp. People start to tilt. I, for one, had the same problem and I tilted. In order to climb, to improve, to just play the game better, you must stay focused and constantly be thinking about what's the next objective to play for, what's the next thing I can do. Because you can't dwell on the past. If you do, your mechanics get worse, your decision making gets worse, and everything, including how you feel about the game afterwards, gets worse. Have a positive attitude, be ready to move forward and win the game without getting tilted at your teammates, at the enemies, at anything that's happening in the game. Move forward and just figure out what the next play is because the jungler has so much responsibility to make decisions, and you can't make good decisions when you're tilted. It's the same thing if you're tired, it's the same thing if you're not feeling well. It's hard to play a role like jungle when a lot of the burden of decision making is on you. For more content like this, make sure you join my Discord, you check my Twitch, I do educational content, and more videos on YouTube here. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.